Welcome to the Yugioh Progression Circuit. Me and two of my friends are going to embark on a round-robin version of Progression. Every week we'll be opening one box of a sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product and then building a deck before we battle it out between the three of us. Each episode will move on to the next TCG set released in chronological order, with rewards based each week on our duel results, the ability to allocate our packs each week toward past sets, including the new release, and exciting new gameplay elements that's assured to be an all-new Progression environment. Dark Crisis, released December 1st, 2003, is the ninth set released for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. This is another set that doesn't quite stick the landing, but does bring us some interesting pieces. The set introduces two archetypes. Archfiends, an archetype which has an extensive list of cards which are part of the archetype, but due to translation issues do not include the word Archfiend in their names. The Archfiends that we see in this set are fiend monsters that are based on chess pieces. They have mandatory life point cost during the owner standby phase, and they have effects that roll dice when they're targeted to potentially negate the effect targeting them. The other archetype in the set is the Guardian archetype. There are a series of monsters who each have an equip spell that's related to them. Each Guardian monster needs their associated equipped spell to be on the field before they can be summoned. This restriction can make these cards difficult to play, as they just sit as bricks in your hand if you don't have the required spell, and ideally also a monster on your field to equip it to. The set also provides more support for Exodia with the introduction of a new strategy based on getting the pieces of Exodia into your graveyard. Other notable cards in the set include Sakuretsu Armor, Butterfly Dagger Elma, Vampire Lord, Skill Drain, Final Attack Orders, DD Warrior Lady, and Tsukuyomi. All in all, the set does introduce pieces that can help build decks with a more streamlined strategy in mind, and does give us some powerful combo pieces, but overall the set's underwhelming at more competitive levels of play. With no further ado, let's get into Dark Crisis. Alright, we are back here at the 2-0 winner's wheel, and we're making ourselves at home at this point. We're kicking our feet up on the ottoman, we're warming our hands by the fire. Let's go ahead and see what we get on this. Actually, wait, this is, give me a second, let me fix this wheel. It's still got this 2 snatch deals on it. Alright, we're back. Wheel is fixed, only 1 snatch deal should be on the wheel. And yeah, let's see what we get here on our little winner's wheel. Secret Rare Wild Card is pretty tasty. Well, it was all worth it. We went back into Pharaoh's Servant trying to get a Thousand Eyes Restrict. And we could pick up Imperial Order here, honestly. Huh. I thought this was going to be so easy. I was just going to take the Restrict, but we could get IO. We didn't actually pull any Magical Scientist, and we definitely will get one. I might even sink 6 more packs into Magician's Force again today to try and get one and just buff out some numbers on their stuff. IO's pretty strong, though. It does deal with some of his floodgates too, but it is optional life point. It's not optional. It's non-optional. Yeah, they rounded it. It's mandatory now. Let's pick up the Thousand Eyes Restrict. I think we're still feeling good about that. We'll take one of those in the collection and hope to get a Magical Scientist today, and maybe surprise the boys with a little bit of tasty treats here. That being said, let's get in the pack opening.
Alright, we're here on the 0-2 wheel, where we're gonna get some pretty cool stuff, hopefully. So, without further ado, let's spin it. I got an advanced draw, so that's cool. And yeah, we'll add it to the list later.
Okay, so we went 1-1 this week. It's not atypical, but it's not our common kind of win. We ideally don't want to do an unbanned ticket or a redo ticket. For us, for me, it's like the worst pulls. I get more value off of anything else here, but let's see what we get. That's much better. Absolutely. We will have to think about that and figure out what we want to steal. But for now, that's gonna be pretty good. So I had a Snatch Steal, and I did some thinking. I kind of wanted certain cards. I think a Mystical Space Typhoon would have been pretty good. Just being able to select and destroy any one spell or trap card on the field. That includes a field spell, that includes set cards, that includes face-up cards. That was a pretty good idea. I thought about going for somebody's Mirror Force, not really sure whose, since both other players have a Mirror Force. That also is good, but it is situational. I was looking at some other cards that have been pulled, looking at everybody's collection, and there's just one card that's just better than the rest, and I think it's just better to have something to counter my opponent's stuff sooner rather than later. My pick is going to be Raigeki. Tobin had picked that up a week or two, maybe 3 weeks back. He got that as a wheel spin. And it's a good pickup. I've yet to see him actually play it. I'm almost positive he put it in every one of his decks. But before he has a chance to play it, I'd like to secure it into my collection, and that is my choice. Because of that, I'm going to put it into my upcoming deck this week.
Alright, this week's set is Dark Crisis. This is a set that I'm not particularly hot on. We get the Archfiends here in this set, we get the Guardians here in this set. Just kind of like a bunch of useless garbage for the most part. There is stuff that we want in here though. We would like to pick up the Gyakugire Panda. We'd like to pick up some copies of Ojama Trio, some Sakaretsu armors we definitely want. Kagagigo, we do want some of those for the future if you want to try and play a water deck. That card's cool. You know, these aren't like the absolute worst equipped cards in the world. Like, Shooting Starbow Seal can matter. We're like under like a messenger piece or something. This can like let us do stuff potentially. Or like, I don't know, White Magical Hat. Like, I don't know, maybe it matters sometimes. Trice is like fine. Again, not very good, but could be cool, I guess, sometimes. Grarl is actually cool. Grarl, there's no downside to activate it, it's just an attack buff, locks your opponent's monsters from changing their positions. It's actually just kind of a cool card, so I'm not mad about that. Final Attack Orders is cool in some decks for sure. Kind of neat stuff there. You know, like, would I play a Reflect Bounder if I got it? Yeah, probably. DD Warrior Lady is like probably the best card in the set. Butterfly Dagger Elma can be cool for some stuff. I like Vampire Lord, he's a pretty tough guy. Tsukiyomi goes nuts. Archfiend Soldier goes nuts. Skill Drain, we probably want some of those in our collection for the long term. There are decks that play that card to no real downside. So there's stuff in here that we want, but most of the set is pretty underwhelming. I'm just not whelmed by it. That being said, we are probably going to pump most of our packs in here. Let's go ahead and rip a quick 6 out of Magician's Force. I just want to get that Scientist now that we have Thousand Eyes Restrict. Let's see how this treats us. First Secret Barrel. We do want that if we want to try and play Panda Burn. Same thing with Best Koala. We'll take that. I don't know that we got any old Vindicta before, so that's fine too, I guess. Nothing there. Okay, thank God we got. I was gonna say if we go another 6 and still no scientists, I would have been pissed. Actually, we got the one scientist. That's fine. And buffed out our place set of Desk Koala in the meantime. That's chill. I'm not mad at that. We got what we wanted from that. I do want a couple more secret barrels just for the like for the Panda Burn deck, but we can pick those up later. Let's throw that in the collection. That's a-okay, and then we still have 18 packs left to sink into Dark Crisis. We're gonna commit to it fairly hard because there are things that we want in this set, and like, you know, if I pull a bunch of these terrible Archfiend cards and like 3 copies of Pandemonium, maybe I try and play that deck. It could be funny. Gotta give somebody else a chance at the 2-0 wheel sometimes. First Ajama Trio, that's cool. I think that is a short print in the set, so that's not guaranteed at all. Archfiend Soldier, first Rook, first Knight, Battle Scarred, I don't remember what this does. Yeah, that's chill. That's like fine. This is some burn damage. So that's fine. Second Trio, nice. First Saku, nice. First Gararl, Vile Pawn, sure. The Great Maju Garza, I love that guy. One of my favorite like playground cards from back in the day. This guy's just too cool. Calibax Ite, we'll take the Gararl, I guess. Yeah, nothing. A lot of nothing. Mephist is cool. Despair from the Dark's actually the kind of a chiller. He's a 2 tribute 28 3000, so that's not bad. He's a zombie guy. If he's sent from hand or deck to grave by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon him, so he can be a cool guy sometimes. I mean, I don't think it's not a once per turn, so maybe if you like Painful Choice for 3 of them, you get 2 of them. I don't know exactly how that works. I never tried to do that, but that could be sick. Mephist is cool though. I mean, we'll take him if we decide to play a Fiend deck. He's an Knight guy. Terror King, I guess if we want to play that deck, we have one of these guys at least. That's cool. Another Knight. No pandas yet. I'm just a single panda. First Watch Bear here, so that's cool. Bishop, Rook, Judgment of Anubis. Could matter for exactly Mystical Space Typhoon. I guess we'll keep it in the collection. Maybe it comes up. First Suki, thank God. Alright, we got at least one of these guys. I do like Suki on me. That card's sweet. First Skill Drain. Alright, we got the one. Second Saku there. We're getting most of the stuff we wanted here. If we get the DD Warrior Lady, I'll be very happy chappy. Nothing there matters. That's what I'm saying, man. This set just fucking not that good. Yeah, nothing that matters. Second Suki, third Saku, got the Dark Flare Knight. I mean, this just doesn't matter. I don't know. We have Magical Scientists. We can cheat this guy out. I guess if we also get the other super rare, we wouldn't put it in a deck. Maybe we would. I don't know. It's one, whatever. Is that our first Pandemonium? That's our first Panda for sure. Is that our first Pandemonium? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, let's hope for 2 pandas in the next pack. No. Alright. Well, we don't have any respins, so we don't really have an option here. But we got playsets of all the common Archfiends, so that's pretty epic. No Infernal Queen Archfiend, 1 Terror King, 1 Bishop. I mean, we're not going to consider that deck at all. Only 1 Archfiend Soldier is kind of disappointing. 2 Suki's good though, 2 Skill Drain. We got our playset of Saku. Did we get a playset of Ojama Trio? No, 2 Ojama Trio and 1 Panda. It's unfortunate. We probably are going to have to dip into this awful set again to try and get more of those commons. I swear, man, it's the commons that like really fuck me the most. Like I just miss out on commons that I need. 1 Gaga Giga is a little unfortunate too, but that's okay. Well, there's our opening. Let's see what we can cook up. Let's see if we can stay in the 2-0 wheel for this coming week. I'll see you in the deck overview.
It's another blessed day, you gabagool, so won't you please genuflect and show some respect for King K. Rool. We're here at the old Dark Crisis, though, because that's the set we're on this week. And of course, per usual, I'm just gonna dump all my packs into it and hope that I get cool stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Here in 3, 2, 1. Alright. No secret rares or wild, or ultra rares or stuff like that to start. So that's how it's gonna go, folks. Hope you're ready for it. Yeah, so nothing too crazy in that last pack, but here we are in pack 2, because the magic of editing and being bad with re-entering before I flipped. So this is what we got for pack 2. Could have something cool with this Dark Scorpion, because I had some sort of card that let me put any number of different Dark Scorpions on the field from my hand, which would be pretty sick if I got that to work. But besides that, nothing that crazy that I got this pull. So we'll see what the next looks like here. And drum roll. Alright, well, it is what it is. I think the Guardian body looks super cool, so glad to have that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna pull a bunch of Terror Kings or any cool stuff like that, so I'll just hope my luck changes for the better. And I pull some sick ultra rares and secret rares. I guess the super rare would do too, if I have to. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of nice. These are bundled up, just one nice little package. I do like getting this guy too, because it's 7 level or whatever. It gets dropped down to 6 with that cool legendary ocean card that I've got 3 of. So that could be a cool deck too. Alright, well, I mean, this guy's cool. But I don't think I'm really gonna tribute summon him anytime soon. Being a 1800, 1700 stat monster. So, yeah. We'll keep going. And still, where's my cool rares? Yeah, well, we got an Ojima Green, that's cool. This guy butts in all the time. Arcfiend deck could go hard, but I don't know if I'm really drawing the cards for that. So we'll keep drawing cards. And finally got our super rare. Holy cow. Got other stuff too, but nothing too crazy. I guess a secret rare, that'll work. I'll take one. If I have to, it's no judgment of Anubis. Oh no, but wait, it is. Got him. Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty alright. I do keep getting more of these, right? Just gotta make sure I'm getting that just any face up monster. That's sick. Alright, well. Yep. That's what, like 2 or 3 of those already. And look at that. There's the big guy to make the water deck cool. Is this a water deck week? Tsukiyomi's like cool, but it's no Smite Tsukiyomi. You know, that was really cool when it was released. Arc Fiend? Okay, it says just Fiend, but like it's an Arc Fiend, right? It says it in its name. Huh. Yeah, I mean we got Cimooooooooo, Dark Scorpion as well. So like maybe there's a ray of hope that we draw better stuff. Just keep being a greedy goblin and just keep flipping till we hit good stuff. Is that guy good stuff? I don't really remember. Yeah, he's like alright. Kinda tricky to summon. You know. Might be able to get my my rooftop storm out and then just cast this guy for free, right? No, I'm kidding, It's a magic joke. Gosh, I mean, this guy's like kind of cool, you know, like, I feel like I can get him up to 3,600 pretty easy, but also, like, if I can't union monster that, like, 2,200 dude that, like, gets stuck tapped with 0 defense, I could, like, you know, sack him. Since he's like used up and tapped, it'll be like a 4,400, and then I think unless like it gets removed, I just win, right? So that could be cool. Need more Dark Scorpions. Looks like there's like 4. Alright, give me cool stuff. Got another one of her. That's 3. Oh shit, this guy is a Dark Scorpion too. I got a couple of him. Alright, we're kind of there. This guy's also again cool for the aforementioned reasons. I mean, that guy's cool, right? That's guaranteed my 3rd if it's not my 4th or 5th. Look at that. An Arc Fiend? Or is it just a Fiend? It's 1,900, so that's cool. Alright, well, you know, that's kind of what we got. Do I dare use a redoer token for this? Okay, I don't think I wanted that guy. Dang. Oh, this guy's a Dark Scorpion too. Okay. So we got a couple of the Dark Scorpions. We got, you know, 2 of these guys. Wish we could have got one more. And, yeah, we got an Ultimate Trio, so that's cool. Yeah, I like it. So anywho, we'll brew us up a deck. We'll get in that game, and we'll, I only got 3 cool things, dude. I got 3 cool things though, right? That's not really that cool. I mean, it's like, I guess it's like alright, but that's cool. And that's like cool 5 out of 6 times. Yeah. I guess let's just assess for a little while and we'll see if we're re-rolling. Alright, fast forwarding to the future. Upon further review, we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna keep this thing. And we'll get on over to that deck review. So, see you there.
Alright, so we are going to go over Dark Crisis. Dark Crisis is going to be the next set in our progression series. It's going to focus more on like the fiend types. I think maybe touching a little bit on zombies, touching on some other things that we've seen before. It's also like going to slightly touch on more equipments, more specifically with the Guardian cards. I'll get into that in just a brief moment, but certain cards that we're really going to care about are going to be like Skill Drain. Skill Drain is going to be a really powerful card. The reason why it's limited in both the TCG and OCGs is that it can just negate all monster effects, and that can be incredibly powerful if you can activate that before your opponent gets anything online, because some things can turn off Skill Drain, like Jinzo. So if Jinzo's out first, Skill Drain doesn't work. If Skill Drain's out first, Jinzo doesn't work. So you got to be a little bit specific with how you use it, but it could be really good. Especially if, you know, you can use that, you bring out your Archfiend cards, now they don't ping you every single turn, now they don't get their secondary effect, but for where it matters, when it matters, it could matter until you get like maybe your other cards. For that exact reason, Archfiend cards exist. They're going to be like mostly like the main focus of the set. They do have a cost every single standby phase that's not optional, that while they're on the field you have to pay this cost. Which means that unless you have some way to prevent you from taking damage, i.e. a common card in this set known as Pandemonium, which allows you to not pay life points during your standby phase for Archfiend cards. It's both players, so it is symmetrical. You could really die quickly, you know, just within 10 turns, 6 turns, whatever, depending on how many cards that you have related to Archfiends, it could just be game over in like 3 turns. So they have cool effects. They do rely on rolling die, but they do have a cost. Other fun cards just kind of rely on like tributing or being sent from hand to deck to graveyard to special summon. There's another card or 2 like that as well. Guardian cards kind of are there. They rely for their specific equipment card to be on your side of the field. Now, these might have a cost as well. Like this one says send a card from hand to graveyard, and then you can equip this to any one target monster. But then while this card's on your side of the field, since you own the card, this guy can be summoned. So they're very interesting. Usually we're not going to want to touch or even look at the Guardian cards, nor their equipped spells. There is one that, if we had Gear Free the Iron Knight, it could be really funny for spell counters. I'll get to that when we get to that. Otherwise, we have a generic, at rare, 1900 attacker, which is not bad, especially if we're just looking for strong attackers just outright. that's going to matter more in like the normal deck that doesn't get to see play here too soon, but when it does matter, it'll matter. Otherwise, we just have like Contract with the Abyss is actually a generic Ritual Dark spell, which is pretty powerful. Tsukiyomi is going to be a pretty cool card that basically can turn off any one monster once per turn. It's a Book of Moon once per turn, which is pretty powerful. So if somebody has Jinzo and you want to activate your trap cards, you can just turn them face down just by summoning Tsukiyomi, and then maybe you activate your trap cards, they could go into effect. Maybe even activate Skill Drain when they flip up Jinzo. Even if you don't have a chance to defeat him this turn, he just doesn't work anymore. Now he's still a strong attacker, but maybe have a way to use other cool cards just to get rid of him. The secret rares, this one's like, I looked through, I think every single card that I have, it's like for 5 or 6 spells. Notably, you know, Mystical Space Typhoon and Heavy Storm are the first two that come to mind. But then also like the Extermination of like Nobles, or I think it's just Noble and Extermination, as well as cards like Select Trap, or even there's something else that I read. Any card that would destroy, because technically Nobleman Extermination select, destroy, and remove from play. So it does destroy in the process before it gets removed from play. And so this could be used against it. So this can basically, you pitch one card, and you can negate something that would destroy one of your spell traps, specifically if it's a spell card, and then you can also destroy a face-up monster your opponent controls, and they take damage. So if we pull this, in niche situations, pretty powerful. Vampire Lord is interesting because when it inflicts damage, your opponent basically sends one card that you declare from their deck to graveyard, and then during your next standby phase, after he was destroyed and sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, which is a little more niche because he only has 2,000 attack, so he can be killed in battle and it doesn't activate his effect. But if it's by card effect, you can special summon him from the graveyard, so he could come on back. Probably not though. This one is a way to like kind of get rid of field spells from your opponent's hand. Niche. Berserk Dragon can only be summoned with ruling from like a Dark World or something. A deal with a Dark Ruler. Again, kind of niche. Level 8 monster needs to be sent from field or graveyard, and that can matter somewhere. But Berserk Dragon can attack every one of your opponent's monsters once each, and he loses 500 attack during each of my standby phases. So sorry, end phases. Cool card if you can get him out, but usually we're not gonna go for that. DD Warrior Lady can basically banish something before damage calculation. Oh, sorry, after damage calculation. So if she would die, or even she wouldn't die, whoever she touches, or whoever touches her will be banished. This guy could be cool. I mean, he just can't be destroyed by like Dark Pull or Raigeki. Mirage Knight is contingent if and only if you have Dark Flare Knight. You have Dark Flare Knight, he's still like an okay fusion. This guy he cannot be summoned without Dark Flare Knight. So if you get this guy and not this guy, this card is useless. But this guy's pretty cool. You can basically always win battles. But you can just do it once. You know, at the end phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you banish this card. So he can win any one battle, which means he can get rid of any one thing that you need, unless you have a way to make him attack everything. But he's gone at the end of the turn. So you get this guy out, and then you get this guy out. There's something there. This guy cares about fairies. This guy's another Archfiend. If we pull Archfiends or if we get Pandemonium, we'll think about it. Zork's a card. Elma's the card specifically that we're looking at. If you had Gearfried the Iron Knight, Gearfried says that any equipped cards that are equipped to him are destroyed. You play that with Elma. Elma's a spell card that you can play. When it is destroyed and sits in the graveyard while equipped, you can return this card to the hand. So in which case, you would play it, it'd be destroyed. You say yes to return it back to your hand, you bring it back to your hand. That's one spell played. For cards that care about spell counters, like Royal Library, maybe I think I might have missed the word there. Royal Library, or even like Magical Marionette, I think that's her right name, or really anyone who has spell counters, you can just chain that over and over and over again, and you can just get infinite spell counters, because this can happen indefinitely while Gearfried's on the field. I don't think we have Gearfried, so I don't think we can do this combo even if we pull Elma, but Elma can enable that kind of combo. It is forbidden on TCG and OCG today. Maybe for other reasons too. Maybe it's also related to archetypes in the later future, but for now, this is definitely why it was banned pretty soon, just because of the infinite combo of spell counters. Short print cards, they don't really matter. Like falling down, like you can steal somebody's card, you take 800 during each of your opponent's standby phases. So you can take it for one turn, maybe you tribute it off, you don't take any kind of damage, but yeah. But you do have to control an Archfiend card, so it's interesting. Despair from the Dark is one of those other cards that's sent from hand or deck to graveyard. By an opponent's card effect, you can special summon it. It's much stronger than the other one. Dice reroll for rerolling dice. These are short prints, so they two different types of rarities, but they're still technically common. Pandemonium, Geometrio. Summon 3 little tokens to your opponent's side of the field. They cannot tribute them. They're very, very weak, and if they're ever destroyed, the controller takes 300. So you can definitely do that to lock down your opponent. Where they might have 3 of these little guys, you use something like Ground Collapse. Now their entire field is gone, and they simply cannot play. That's it. So unless they have spell and traps. But for me, like if I have like Jinzo and Spell Canceller, that's game. I mean, technically not, because I just have to kill the Geometrio, but yeah, it can definitely be a very toxic thing. Anyway, so for Ultra Rares, Exodia Necros cannot be played. I don't have, I think, even any of the Forbidden cards, even if I did, I don't have the rest of them. The Guardian card, not going to care about. Guardian card, not going to care about. Kaiser Glider, I don't think matters. I mean, it's like, no. No. It's not great. Cost Down, on the other hand, actually is a really good card. Even if we get a single one of these, it's like playing Jinzo on your first turn. That can be really powerful. Just because, you discard 1 card for the rest of this turn, all cards in your hand are reduced by 2, even after they're summoned. So that's really, really powerful. Yeah, you can just normal summon, like a Jinzo, or later on when we get cards that say you can do 2 normal summons per turn. You can do like a Jinzo and like a Spell Canceller, or you can do, I don't know, like I mean, you can do a lot of tricksy stuff with Cost Down. Cost Down's pretty cool. Considering it keeps all the cards in your hand to reduce down to 2. It can even, like, since it's just cards in your hand, it can make a ritual monster that normally would be 8 or 6. You can just use a normal 4-star monster you already had on the field, and then you can just bring it out, and then it's still out. The effect is still there. It doesn't reduce the effect on the card, but the level, the requirement to put it out is reduced. So, pretty powerful card if you can get that. Reflect Bounder, people know that by attacking it, they're going to be taking damage, but it has to be attacked. It's not just you attacking it. It's like a one-time, like, they take the damage, which is interesting. Let's pull Archfiend Lightning again. If we pull Archfiends, if we pull Pandemonium, maybe this matters. This is like Mirror Force. Very specific, because it requires a tribute summon monster to declare an attack, but it can also allow them to take a little bit of damage from that. It's fine. If it works, it works, but definitely difficult to do. This can matter, especially if you have some really toxic card. It's messing up everything, you just can't get over it. It has a lot of quick effects, etc., etc. Even if it's just used for bait, you activate this, they want to cancel it, you're like, great, why do you cancel it? Now I can get on with the rest of my turn. This can at least disrupt something that they have going on their side of the field. Maybe it's just enough to allow you to attack in and get the damage you need, but cool little card there. And then the commons, we'll talk about the commons when they matter, if they matter, where they matter. But for now, we're going to go, I thought about it, and I think I'm going to go, still 24. I don't really know at this point where I want to jump back into. I don't think, especially at this point, I think that, not that I really want to get a lot of the Guardian cards or even a lot of the Archfiend cards, but I think that maybe having a little bit higher chance with the super rares and ultra rares could be interesting. They might not be the best, not gonna lie. They mostly are not great. But kind of like the argument I had made before, the more I keep on dipping backward, the less I'm actually getting now. Although, that being said, I mean, I might put like 1 into Magician's Force. Maybe 1. I mean, if anything, if I get like a super rare wild card, maybe that'll be for like Skilled Dark Magician or even Skilled White Magician. Maybe it can be for Berserker, the Magical Warrior. Maybe it could be that, or it can be if I can find where Gear Free was. I think he might have been in Sparrow Servant. He was. So maybe I'll go 1 into here. I could also maybe get like Nobleman Across Out or Parasite, or Limiter Removal. I don't think I have that. I don't really need another Jinzo. I have way too many of him. Working at also touch 1,000 as a trick. So we're actually going to go. We're going to. Can I remove this? Or do I have to do it this way? Just go 0. We're going to first go 1 into Pharaoh Servant. We go 1 into, I think I said, yeah. We're gonna go 1 into Magician's Force, and then we'll go 22 into Dark Crisis. So we will open those. Oh, wow, I wasn't expecting an ultra rare in the first one. Not the ultra rare that I wanted, but still, we touched the set. Where it matters, it matters. Okay. Sure. Like I said, we're not trying to. I mean, ideally, we can get exactly what we want, but we're not trying to get exactly what we want when we touch these sets. We're just touching them for something that's not an unbanned ticket and something that's not a redo ticket. Okay, Archmageddon Soldier, just as a rare, is not going to be a bad one to start with. Final Countdown is funny. It does take 20 turns, but if you activate it turn 1, you have a way to basically stall out the game. It's a way to win through Final Countdown. You have to, of course, not lose with only 6,000 life, but as they say, the only life that matters is the last one. But yeah, it's a way to win. If you put your opponent on a whole bunch of floodgates, you have ways to stall out the game long enough. They're either going to concede or they're going to realize, well, you'll win through the final countdown. They couldn't win in 20 turns, and it's 20 turns, period. So it's really only 10 of your turns, 10 of their turns. Back and forth, 20 total. But once you used it, the effect stays on the field, the card is off the field. So they can't destroy it unless they have a way to negate it turn 1 or whenever you activate it. It's a constant timer. So that's like used specifically in Floodgate decks. It's there. This one can get rid of like two cards, one on each side of the field. So one of yours, one of your opponent's. When this card is destroyed, then you return them exactly where they were. Now, you could do something, I believe, that let's say if they have some problematic card, let's say they have 3 cards, you get rid of one of them, you tribute the other 2, you put on like Lava Golem onto the spot where a different dimension gate should be. If somehow, some way you have a way to destroy different dimension gate, your card comes back, their card does not, because the zone that it would be put in is no longer there. I believe. Could be mistaken. Non-spell casting area. So this is support for normal monsters, kind of what I touched on earlier. The way that it's worded is kind of weird, but basically normal monsters are unaffected by spell effects. That also includes fusions that don't have effects. That includes ritual monsters that don't have effects. I'm pretty sure they all do have effects, but in case there becomes a ritual monster, maybe there isn't. But ritual monsters, fusion monsters, and then when we touch on later monsters in the future, any card that does not have an effect, this would work for. So that's good there. Sakura's Armor is a really funny card. It just can destroy any one thing that clears an attack. It is a because you are targeting the attacking monster. Certain things that cannot be targeted, or certain things that cannot be destroyed by cards that target it. Sakura's Armor won't work, but for the most part, you see a face down card, you should assume, even if it's not Mirror Force, because this is a common, you should assume it's Sakura's Armor. It's going to be a really powerful one there. This is a 2100 Defender. This is a 2000 Defender at level 1. These cards usually don't matter just because everyone's going to be playing equips that are just making their monsters a little bit stronger, but it's there as an option. Archery card. Skill Drain. Very good to see this. Again, even just having one of these is better than not having any. So that's definitely going to be good there. I don't think anything here matters. Maybe that matters, because it's like, it can spare you one more turn. Especially if you can run 3 of these, I guess you're in the worst case scenario. I can't imagine where that's going to be needed. I mean, it's a way, I guess, your opponent's playing a whole bunch of defenders, you're like, well, I'm going to start attacking everything they have. But this guy could matter if you have a way to somehow beef his defense, but I don't really know it off the top of my head. Anyway. This guy, I think, you tribute to, and he's combined attack of both. Could matter where it matters. An Archfiend, don't think I really care. That shouldn't matter, but it could. Contract with Exodia doesn't matter because we don't really have Exodia cards. This is another one of those. Interesting. Okay, like I said, Mirage Knight is useless without the Flame Burst Dragon or whatever the name is. Yeah, so he's there. Sure. Cool. So it's a cool card. One tribute. Could be no tribute if we get cost down, but he's an okay card. Yep. This guy is funny because if he's ever sent to the graveyard from anywhere, you can just add him to your deck and shuffle it. So he's like a way to prevent you from decking yourself. Basically. Tsukiyomi, pretty cool rare, not gonna lie. There's a way. Oh, there's Pandemonium. So maybe Archfiends are on the table. Maybe. Yeah, just a Book of Moon, just flip your opponent's monster face down. So long as they can't be targeted, so that's an option. Ujamas. I think this might be the only Ujama. I think this might be the only Ujama. Yeah, it's just green. The Ojama cards, while we have seen the Ojama trio, there are 3 of them. We see Ojama green here. There's also Ojama yellow and Ojama black. Ojama green is going to matter later on when we get a specific fusion monster. I think it's like Ojama King or Ojama Knight. I can't remember which one gets released first. They rely on all 3 of the names, Ojama green, Ojama yellow, Ojama black, to be on the field or hand, to fusion summon them off. He does something like funny with like the field zone, if I recall correctly. It's a thing you can play. Sure, like I said, now that Pandemonium is online, it's an option there. Dealing with a Dark Ruler, it's only for that Berserk Dragon. Cool name though. Elma. I mean, we did touch on that set. We could always grab gear free. We can do stuff with the spell counters just because of Elma. Trios, just funny. It's just a way to kind of prevent your opponent from playing a lot of cards. They play 2 cards, and these cards just can't be tributed. If you happen to have more than one of these, you destroy one of the trios, you give them another one. They just have 5 cards they just can't play. They have to rely on spell traps. It's interesting. I don't actually know what this card is. It's a union monster, that's why I didn't read it. Another Pandemonium. It's going to be good if we're going to try playing the Archfiends. There's other cards in the past that say that they're always considered Archfiend cards. So if we wanted to make like an Archfiend style deck, that could be what we could do. Yeah, that's that one. It's just temporarily to get rid of something that's currently on the field. Could matter. Could be all you need. So it's a card there. They're Pandemonium, so it's 3 now. It's not bad actually. I think in season 1 I got a 0 Pandemonium. I don't know how good that'd be. It's a card. Out of the Mind's Eye. Sure, that's an option. It's another one of those cards. Falling Down is kind of like, sort of, kind of, a little bit like, Change of Heart. Not really. This card is... okay, just inflict battle damage, and when you do, discard a random card. We've seen cards similar to it. It is a 1 tribute, it's 1800 attack. Not that good. Dice reroll, though, could be good. I don't know how many of these have actually pulled. I think there's other cards we've seen in the past that like allow you to reroll dice. I might have to look into that if we're going to be playing like an Arcane style deck, especially with 4 Pandemonium, which I don't need, but it's fine. Another Drama Trio. This guy again for some reason. 1 Terror King Archfiend. I think we got him. Maybe? We'll see. Morale boost, what I remember, is pretty cool. It's equipment spell based. Yeah, so if you keep on equipping cards over and over again, you keep on gaining life. But whenever they're removed from the field, whether they're sent back to your hand, but to the graveyard, shuffle in the deck, that's, I think, or banished, you lose 1,000. So it can give you like a whole bunch of extra life, but it can also lose you the game if they have a way to like giant Trunade, and then you just lost 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 life instantly. That can just lose you everything. So good in some certain circumstances, but not so good in others. Another Tsukuyomi. Yeah. Anything else here is too good. Like I said, these Guardian cards we don't care about. Even if we got like the highest level Guardian, I don't care about it. I think we have enough trio though that we can probably run like a full set of them. Yep, 2 more. Let's get some good ones. That one's fine. Let's see, this guy's... Yeah, so he's searching for the Guardian cards. That's interesting. Specifically cards that have had the name Guardian in their name before, but that do not count as Guardian cards. Very interesting. Sure. Last set. Last pack. I don't want this. This is cool. I don't want this. I would have taken anything else for my ultra rare, but it's fine, I suppose. Like later on down the road when they get reprinted, it's an option there. I don't think it's even good. No. I mean, no, it's not even good. It's contingent on all those cards being in your graveyard, otherwise it's destroyed, and then it gains attack every turn, but not great. Okay, start from top to bottom. This was fine. This was fine. I don't know, maybe that matters. I mean, you can pay 500. I'm curious if that's how they read. Or if Pandemonium sees it's an Archfiend card and does not. During the standby for Archfiend monsters. Okay, so it's not just cards. So since this is something you have a choice, since you can pay, this is your choice to pay just to do something. So there probably won't be going in a deck if I make it Archfiend style. That could matter. I mean, that could just mean your opponent has to pay. If you're currently winning, then they're about to lose. Yeah, Pandemonium says neither player pays, so this would not work in if Pandemonium is out. Yeah, I don't know. It's an option, I still think. But we got 3 here. We got 3 here. A lot of Despair from the Dark. We have enough to protect the 5 Pandemonium that we have. Need Zolga. I'll say Zolga and somebody else. Maybe it's Kelbeck. They're interesting cards. Keldo and somebody else who I don't think I pulled. Did I really not pull that? It's Keldo and somebody. Guido? No, maybe I was thinking of Guido. I don't know. Which I think I got one of. I only saw one from being pulled. But yeah, the Guardian cards I don't care about. Really, the only one I care about was Elma, and because we touched back into that set with the hopes that we got Elma, this can do some funny, tricksy stuff with spell counters, especially since the spell counters, and we touched back on the previous set too. Spell counters matter later on when more spell counter cards get that kind of support. If we get gear free now, just to set up for the future, that could just be the combo that we need. Only one Sakurato armor at a common feels bad. Really would like to have seen more of that, but that's okay. We saw, like I said, enough Pandemonium. We can probably play the Archfiend cards. Big defenders. We saw we got 2 of the rare, Archfiend soldiers. 3 of the Drama Trio. 1 reroll. I think we have other reroll cards, but just 1 reroll here is, especially since you can make your opponent reroll. That can matter if I were wanting to play like Dice Roll, or Dice Jar. It's an option. We can like, oh well, they actually rolled the higher number, so we have to take life. We can make them reroll, and now they rolled the lower number. So that's a funny card there. I mean, I don't think we didn't pull Berserk Dragon, so this doesn't matter. But Dark Zork. Oh, never mind. Let's see. Was there anything else that was like? We got 2 of these guys. We got 3 of these guys. At rare, it's pretty good. Even 1 skill train. Even 1 is better than none. So I'm fine with having just 1. Mirage Knight, like I said, doesn't matter unless we get the fusion. We didn't get fusion, so it doesn't matter. Tsukiyomi, having even 1 is fine. Having 2 is cool. Vampire Lord is fine. This guy kind of sucks. This guy's cool. But overall, not bad. Would I consider re-rolling? No. I think the chance. I mean, I was like, what? Maybe I get the Skull Archfiend of Lightning. That'd been ideal. That'd been cool. Didn't cost down. That'd been fine. But that's okay with not getting any of these. Getting ideally none of these guys in my ultra rare, so that was fine. This one would have been weird. That would have been extra weird. So honestly, having like this card and this card, as weird as this may sound, is fine. Now I don't actually know. Did I get contract with the Zodia? So just in case, like down the road, I could possibly play this card. Yeah, I did. I got 3 of them. Yeah. Overall, this is fine. This is fine. I probably will build an Archfiend deck just to kind of play with what's current. I think I pulled it well enough for them. I think really the only thing I missed was lightning. As for the ultra rares, I don't think I actually got Terror King. No, I think my super rares consisted of Elma and this guy. Oops, that's the wrong one. Yeah. So I actually did not get Terror King. So that one card that said like a Terror King can like attack directly, whatever that card may be. I don't think it's this one. No, but wherever it may be. There it is. Checkmate, which I got 5 of. Once my opponent got it and I can like take it from them with that one card, that one common card, which is somewhere. No clue. But that one falling down. If they happen to have it, which I doubt it. Especially if, like, obviously by taking up their Archfiend, Terror King, it's always an Archfiend card, so this card never is destroyed. I still take 800 during each of their semi-phases. But it could be funny. It could be funny. Because then I can use my Archfiend center deck to, attack them. But yeah, overall, fair.
What is up? This is our deck overview for the week of Dark Crisis. We're bringing something a little different to the table today. We've been playing a lot of good stuff pile. We played like that one game of Light Beatdown. But today we're playing like a diet version of Pac-Man. We only have 2 copies of Lakuta and Locust, but we do have 3 Scarabs, and I feel like we have enough cards to stall. 3 Book, 3 Gravity Bind, a couple Raigeki Bricks, a couple Dust Shoots, Ring, Ordeal, Berry Box, Mirror Wall, Bottomless, and then, all of our spell removal that we have. We did get our Raigeki Snatch stolen, so that is one good piece that's gone now, but that's not too big a deal in the grand scheme of things. I'm feeling pretty good about this list. I mean, it would be nice to have these, at play sets as well. But I think that we can probably make this work. And if we don't, no big deal. We've gotten a lot of 2-0s here recently. I'm fine playing something that may or may not do anything. See what we can do. Try out something different. I do love Pac-Man, so if I get to pop off and annoy the hell out of the boys, I'll be very happy. So that's what we're bringing. We're not really siding anything. We have like an extra Raigeki Break, an extra Cold Wave. Maybe those come up. We're running Mask of Restrict just so that Jinzo can't like stop our continuous traps from being annoying. But I mean, even if Jinzo does, get flipped up, we just book it and Scarabs or whatever, or Exiled Force or what have you. But this is what we're looking at. I am hoping that it goes well, and I'll see you in the games.
Alright, picking back up the old deck overview here. What we have is a nicer version of last week's deck. Yep, I said it. I'm doing it. Partially because this week's polls were pretty garbage. So I don't really have many new cards to do anything too cool with. The water deck's, the water deck's almost back, or like not back, but like it's almost a thing now. I just need like better ways to like hold a winning position and win. But we're just about there. Got a lot of good additions this week to it, but maybe next time it'll be a thing. Anywho, though, you'll notice that we have like 20 less cards than last week, so hopefully it's like, not quite the same deck from last week. Hopefully it's like humming. decided to, go for the Dark Blade over having both of those, like, union monsters, because, why not? Well, because, like, having less cards in the deck is obviously better. Gets you to play the strategy you want to play. And, if that strategy is just Darkblade and not Darkblade and like the like Ogre driver or whatever it was, then then we're chilling. So, the addition we have, new card alert, is Judgment of Anubis, because hopefully that will be good. Yeah, cut a lot of stuff. It's lean, mean, weak winning machine. Stay tuned to find out.
Alright, so we're going to be doing Dark Crisis. It's got a whole bunch of nothing from Dark Crisis, but this is going to be the deck that I built for this week. It's running back a couple ideas I've done before. Mainly, it's going to be Floodgates. We're playing Groundkeeper's, Gravekeeper's Servant, Kaiser Coliseum, we're playing Toll, we're playing Messenger of Peace. I don't have any Gravity Bind, that's fine. But the idea of this deck is to stop my opponent from doing anything in the most annoying way possible. And ideally, they're winning through artifacts. Like this one that says you win the duel in 20 turns, which is just 10 turns back and forth. Both players take 10 turns. Or just through effect damage. Tremendous Fire. I have Dark Snake Syndrome. I have the Ojama Trios. I have Ring of Destruction. In case they want to inflict effect damage to me, I have Barrel Behind the Door. There's Ordeal of a Traveler. Sorry, no, this is that one. This is Ominous Fortune Telling. We have lockdown cards, DNA Surgery, and Insect Barrier. We have other stuff that gets rid of normal stuff. Wave Motion Cannon for large effect damage, if and where possible. Things that cannot be destroyed by battle, things that ping you for things you have on the field, things that can kind of set up the board in my favor. Ways to kind of get rid of my opponent's stuff. Just a whole bunch of annoying cards. There's not, I think, a single card here that isn't annoying. And then, I did take, through the Snatch Steal that I had gained, Raigeki. So this is, of course, in this deck. I have Brainwashing for Change of Heart. I have another Secret Barrel in case I feel like I need it. But, yeah. For the most part, this is the deck. This is the, it's meant to be annoying. It's meant to take a while. It's meant to stall the game. But that's kind of what I need for Final Countdown to work. So if I can actually show off that Final Countdown is possible, maybe it shows off that it's not a terrible card. It is limited for a reason. Yeah, that's the deck.
Boys, how we doing?
Great. How are you?
Pretty good.
Not too bad, not too bad. How'd your Dark Crisis treat you?
I thought
Bit of a
it
crisis
was.
indeed.
But I thought it was pretty good until I started reviewing it, and then I said, "Oh, it's not that good anymore." I started
Pretty
reviewing it
bad
thinking
set.
like, yeah, I was like, "Oh, it's good to." I put Wool 24 in. I was like, "There's a lot of good stuff here that's like good to have like later on in the series." I don't think I really got a lot of that, and so I said, "Well, I had intentions to kind of build one type of deck, and then I scrapped it, and I scrapped it. So what I'm bringing this time, I don't know if it's gonna win, but it's I think a stronger idea than what I was about to build.
Yeah, Dark Crisis is maybe my not even maybe. I think it's my least favorite set from Duel Monsters era. Like I just don't really like Sakuretsu Armor is like one of 3 cards that I like in this set.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with what I got.
very underwhelming for sure.
Yeah, there was not a lot to grab. I think I grabbed. Oh, actually, I think I probably might need to make a quick deck edit just as thinking about it, but I don't know. I didn't add it to a deck, so That's a loss on my part. Yeah,
This
there's
guy
not.
forgot to put Regeki in his deck.
There's just some. Not a lot of cards. I agree. There's like less than a handful that I'm like, these are great takeaway cards.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's not too much to talk about with Dark Crisis because I assume none of us got anything of note from it. Because that's kind of what the set contains. There's nothing of note. But yeah, Aaron and Carson are in the first game. If you boys are ready.
I was born ready.
This guy has always been ready since birth.
That's Jason Bourne.
Jesus
Oh, shit.
Christ.
Maybe.
Was
Song
that
depends
one of
what
those
that page.
movies, like the Bourne movies? Born Ready, was that one of them?
I don't know, but it should be.
I don't think Born
Should
Ready
be.
was one.
No, I don't think it was. I was having a goof around, but it'd
Wow.
be cool if it was.
Quite goofy, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost as
All right,
goofy
boys,
as the
What
certain
would that
movie.
be? The second? The third?
Born Ready? No, I think that's
Yeah.
like the prequel. I think that's like him, like
Oh,
like
okay.
his childhood, like him as a kid, like before he's like, or I never watched any of those. Is Jason Bourne like, was he like grown in a lab or something, or is he just like a spy, or what's his deal? Have you seen those?
I think he's just like,
I like vaguely did.
how do I kick somebody out? I don't want this person here. Bye. I think from my understanding from watching the movies, he's just like a really powerful, like, jack of great trades. Not all trade, but really great trades. And he's really good at parkour. He's good at anything that he needs to kind of get around anybody. And he's just really elusive. You know, every time you think you have him, he's 5 steps ahead of you.
That's classic Jason. Yeah.
That's Mr.
Anyway,
Bourne for you.
I'll let you boys start your game up. Good luck, duelists.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna pick rock.
You gonna pick rock?
Yeah.
Dude, then I have to pick paper.
Oh, I misclicked. I apologize. I thought I picked rock.
Yeah, me too.
This time I'm sure I picked rock. Yeah, I did.
Hey,
Okay.
me too.
Thank God.
You know,
Alright.
I'll even pick it again this time.
I'm also gonna pick rock again. Sweet. But this time I'm picking rock a third time, so you can't pick rock.
Yeah, I'm picking rock again.
Misclick for the win.
Misclick.
Yikes. Let's go first.
Such a good game of RPS up until that misclick.
This is the wrong deck.
Ruin everything, man.
I just assume that's always the right one picked, and it's not the right one picked. This is the wrong deck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, now you're gonna have to re-challenge me to some rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, and I have to re-challenge. How do I exit this? Just leave the game?
Maybe that could be the new series where we just play rock, paper, scissors.
Hey, that's an idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick paper.
I'll pick rock.
No misclicks there. Alright, this looks like the right deck.
Whoa.
We will set this card face down, and we will just play Insect Barrier. No. We'll set this card face down, we'll pass.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of these games.
It's gonna be one of these games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pass.
Ooh. That would be kind of a risky business, greedy ass play, but it could be fun.
Now, Carson, I know that you pulled a Jinzo. Is there a reason you haven't been putting? Have you been putting that in your decks?
He's played it in
I
his
don't know.
deck, yeah.
I think okay. I don't know that I've ever seen him play it. That's why I asked.
Oh, I know. That's because I haven't got to play it.
I think you played it one time, didn't you? You played it, and I think you attacked me with it.
Maybe. I don't know. I
Maybe
feel
I
like
can't
I've
remember.
like got to look at it in my hand more often than I get to play it, or I get to see it
Mm,
on the other side of the board.
sure.
I feel like Aaron's played Jinzo the most out of anybody. I think I've got him on board a couple times.
Oh, absolutely. Um, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I forgot Swarm Locust was a card that exists. It's a good one.
Yeah. I like it. I'm feeling kind of greedy.
Pretty guy.
Greedy guy.
Might
Speak of the
pay
devil,
off.
and he shall appear.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I didn't get my what is it like Space Typhoon or whatever buffs the dark
Um,
creatures.
no, Mystic Plasma Zone.
Mystic
Did I see that
Plasma.
you were only running one of your Mystical Space Typhoons in your deck last week?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's last week. I'll
That's
talk
what I
about
thought I
that.
saw in your deck overview, and I was like, why is this guy not running both of these? It doesn't make any sense.
I think I had it like 2 weeks ago. I only had one. For no reason, no good reason. I think it just like didn't get the second one in there when I tried to put it in, or I accidentally erased it or something. But yeah,
I was gonna say that's like an auto include card. IMO.
Yeah. His opinion is his.
True, true.
do I dare? Probably.
Yeah, he
Daring
dares.
today, aren't we?
I'm daring. What does this card do?
Can't be destroyed by battle. But if you target it
Oh,
with anything, that's a card effect. It just dies.
wow. Okay. Oh, that's annoying.
Huh. I got nothing else. Go ahead.
So is that just gonna sit and block all my attacks from like multiple monsters?
Yeah,
That's
unless
right.
you have a way to target it with, well, again, literally anything. Even if it doesn't destroy, if you can target it, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
monsters that can't be destroyed by battle are pretty annoying. Thankfully, Spirit Reaver has an out built into it, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Not very strong. But he's there. Okay. Um. Go ahead.
how annoying is this? I gotta do use this on this card.
Yeah.
He's still
Whatever
running the Pitch
works.
Dark Dragons.
Very peculiar.
Call this guy Roger Peculiar.
Yeah. I don't know him. Is he like that Roger Rabbit's cousin?
That's fine.
No, it's a character that somebody played on Comedy Bang Bang. He's like a parody of Joe Exotic from Tiger King. Roger Peculiar. He has like a goose farm or something.
Yeah.
Pretty fun character. Wow, he's running multiples of this fucking thing.
Oh, of course, dude. This is the deck I'm playing.
Very
Don't say of course
interessante.
like this is a good card.
Well, you see,
um,
it's not a good card by itself.
Uh-huh. Full stop.
Exactly. But you just have to have that other cool card that it attaches to that's big.
Yeah, then you get 2 for 1.
Well, you try not to think about that part or let it happen.
You gotta think about it. We've gotten a lot of really good single target removal here recently. With like Sakuretsu Armor, Bottomless Trap Hole, Regeki Break, Dark Core. We're getting compulsory evacuation device, Invasion of Chaos. Like it's so easy to get 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's true. Hmm, I remember that card.
yeah. Go ahead. Like I said, this deck's not gonna win. Um,
Not with MST around, it's not.
well, no, yeah, but there's a reason why I'm playing it.
God, you're on this thing still too.
Well, it's all part of the package, dude.
It's dog shit.
I mean, still a 2,000 attacker. Can't discount that.
Sure, but we have
It's
so many
maybe
better single tribute
about to
monsters.
win me this game, though.
That's probably true, yeah. I think Jinzo is really what won you this game.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt good to get that down when you're
Right.
in entirely full back row. Cool.
Yeah, Jinzo. I think it's what they. Oh, I think you just have that. That's game. Go ahead.
All right.
Um,
Jinzo sweeps. Good
yeah,
card to get to do it.
he does do that very well. Does that very well. Okay. Huh. Okay. I think that does it. Um,
What? Already?
we'll see. What I guess what your opening hand is.
Jeez.
Oh, he's doing this.
Go ahead.
Have fun, Carson.
So I can't place any monsters on the battlefield.
Not
You
those
can
two
play
selected zones.
one, but
I
you
can
better
play
do it
one.
before he activates Ojama Trio, and then you can't.
Mm, that would be cool. Does my deck have a way to deal with that?
Yeah, you have the Swarm of the Locusts. You have Mystical Space Typhoon.
Guess. But, like, do I have that in my hand?
Do you?
Hope so.
Nah.
Otherwise, this game's gonna last like an hour.
Yeah. All he needs is one Jinzo, though.
That doesn't do anything against spell
True.
cards.
No, but might be enough to just prevent
Stop
the
the
rest of my
Ojama
other half
Trio.
deck. Yeah.
I don't think the Ojama can be tributed.
No, they cannot. It's printed on the card. They cannot be tributed.
Yeah.
still might go.
We're gonna take a little peek see at your hand. We'll choose
He's peeking.
monster. Nice.
Scientific.
Indeed. I don't want to choose my own. Okay. So only running one. Interesting. That's it, Bill. Go ahead.
Cool, cool. Let's just, I guess, let's get to it.
Yeah, looks right.
Mhm. There it is. Okay, where to go? Let's say monster card. Yeah.
I don't have any of those.
It's the final countdown.
Ah,
So we just have to wait for 20 turns to pass?
The
that's
10
the
of each of our
step. Yep.
turns. Yep.
Okay.
Do nothing. Stall
Yep.
the game.
Yep. Win by card effects.
Cool. Well, I don't think I get to win in time.
Maybe.
Is it even worth playing it out? Kind of seems like long drawn out and boring.
It is that. That's the kind of games that Aaron likes to play, apparently.
Indeed. Either that or playing a deck that did nothing that I was going to build. Let's go monster.
I don't have any in my deck. I don't know why you keep picking that.
I don't know. Just getting lucky with the 2 cards that you have in your hand, I guess. Go ahead and pass. Okay.
All right, let's see what we got this time. Hmm.
Let's serve it. Let's see what we have. Okay. Okay. I don't think we have to do it this way. Go ahead.
Island.
Yep. Let's just go ahead and activate the trio.
Look at those
They're there. They're
sexy
there.
things.
It's funny that Ojama Trio is printed before,
Yeah.
like Ojama Black and Ojama Yellow.
I was talking about that during my deck review or the set review. I'm like, we haven't seen the other two colors yet, but we're going to be. But yeah, it is weird that they're not all printed in the same set.
Carson, which one of the Ojamas is your favorite?
Now that you've seen all three of them.
I mean, it's gotta be like the yellow one, right?
Okay. That's who you are in the intro, is the yellow one, actually, as it turns out.
Oh yeah.
I'm black and Aaron's green.
Hell yeah.
I love
It
my
all
teeth.
works out.
Their shining feature are their teeth.
I think that's
One
another
of them
one of
for
those
sure.
indestructible creatures.
One way to find out,
Wouldn't be
right?
surprising.
Yeah, it's like
Look, it's
almost
free.
certainly, I'm sure. It's true.
Worst case scenario, your card gets destroyed or bounced to hand. But best case scenario, your guess is correct. Did feel bad to have to use magical scientist that way.
Do you have any good targets for scientists?
No, I don't have any dark monsters that are fusion monsters.
Doesn't have to be dark.
Well, no, but nothing beats over 2300.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I kind of felt bad. I don't think I win this game, but we'll see.
He didn't pull all of his walls.
Nope. Go ahead. I think I got a 2-turn clock on me right now.
We'll see.
No.
Yeah, he just showed me Kirku or Kiryu, whatever. It's 2000 attack.
Oh.
He tributes the one
Sure.
monster.
Yeah, sure.
I guess. Yeah, it does destroy all those guys anyway. Huh, okay, fair enough. Do I have a response for that? I guess yes.
He's got a response for that.
Look at this guy over here porn acting like he was like, oh, it's a
I forgot I
two-turn
had that
clock.
face down. I was just looking at like I have no monsters to play, so I'm like,
All right, Ron Jeremy.
Hey, first of all, never talk about my father that way.
Why are these little token guys? Oh, they just want to be repositioned. I see.
Yeah. You can reposition.
You earned to be repositioned.
Yeah,
They-
I think I should, right?
They dream of it. Just look at him. So happy to be
They
alive.
were, maybe like dark creatures.
No.
And got this little buff. That'd be sick.
They're just little light guys.
Aren't the original Ojamas Earth?
I thought so. Yeah. When I was looking at it, I was like, I expected them to be Earth, but they said they're light, so maybe just the tokens are light?
I could be misremembering, but I feel like they're
I thought they were also Earth.
Me.
I was reading it, so I thought they were Earth too. We'll go monster card. Yep. You have a second one? Oh, that's annoying.
fucking play some of this garbage.
I really got nothing else, man. Still on a pretty darn bad clock. There's the other one.
You never guess how they got put back in the hand, though.
How could that have happened?
Never guess. No, I think you tribute, and that's game. I can activate this for like 2,000 or something, but that's not enough. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm gonna pick paper.
I'm picking scissors.
Oh, I misclicked. Sorry, man.
That's all right.
I'm gonna pick paper for sure.
I'll
this
pick
time.
paper.
All right.
Whew. I'm gonna pick scissors this time again.
Think about what I want to pick. Scissors does look fun. Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. Sorry, man. My hand slipped.
No, it's fine. It happens. Oh, this is a very different hand than. Oh, interesting.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Standby
Bob,
phase.
choose me.
Dust shoot.
That's funny. I wonder which one he's gonna choose.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
I
That's a funny one, turn one.
think I just want to get rid of the lava golem, honestly.
Really?
That's kind of annoying.
That's peculiar.
Roger Peculiar.
Yeah, he's here. Go ahead.
Alright, we're just gonna flip up Mask of Restrict here prematurely.
That's fine. Just play a Jamba Trio.
Sure.
And then while we're at it, let's do Secret Barrel.
Probably should have waited for the trio to resolve.
Why?
Extra burn damage.
Good. Oh yeah, I ordered it wrong then.
Okay. Go for Scarabs.
Mm-hmm.
Go for Witch.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put the Scarabs back down. Go to sleep. Honk shoe, honk shoe. Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's go to everybody's deck. It doesn't matter. Go ahead.
It does not matter. Go to sleep. Go ahead. Oh, oops.
Not like I had a monster anyway.
No, but still 500 damage.
Pass. There's a way I come back from this.
There's always a way.
True. I guess I still have one turn. Likely not gonna be a good turn, but there's still one turn.
There's hope.
Go to sleep, Scarabs.
Yep. Oh, meant to slide something in. Oh well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Twinsies.
Menzies. Sweet. Nope, go ahead. I guess it wouldn't make sense. I guess you used your giant trinity probably after you pop motion cannon. Let's do the fortune telling. Let's see. No, just monster. Okay, okay, interesting.
Not today, Satan.
Okay, good to know. We'll just keep what we have then.
He munches the noobs.
Okay. Playing more of a Pac-Man deck, huh? As you pulled back in the previous packs.
Yeah, kind of like a diet Pac-Man. We'll just flip up Masker for strict here.
Okay.
We'll go battle. We'll poke it a little bit. Take a look.
Looking's free.
Sure.
Wait, why'd you take two? Oh, you took 100 because of the difference. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't have anything that
a
takes you
little
for
bit of
two.
a fissure here.
That's fine. Yep, that's fine.
Go to sleep, Lakuta.
Go Monster Cardo. Another Fissure.
Yeah,
Fissure's unlimited?
fuck it, we ball. Yeah, fissure's
Huh,
not loaded.
crazy.
I mean, it
Huh.
gets rid of the weakest thing. I think we have Hammer Shot at this. Or no, we get Smashing Ground, I guess, next set.
That's what I say. I don't think we've seen Smashing Ground yet. It's a good card though.
Hop, 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 hop.
He's so excited to play.
You ready to get Yada locked?
I'm ready to see you try.
Okay.
It's what the monster one?
Yeah.
Do I control any monsters?
You don't.
Okay.
Lakuta.
Insect Barrier. Buy the Pure Advantage Camel. Wait, what?
But not
Oh,
if you buy
really? You're gonna
Yada
get rid of.
Garasu.
He's gotta get Daddy Garasu in.
Yeah, we do a little bit of Yada locking as a treat.
As a treat? I didn't know it was my birthday.
It's your birthday. Um, yeah, go ahead.
hmm Um, monster card. Really? I'm not getting very lucky with these monster cards,
No,
am
you
I?
are not.
Um, I'll just activate it now. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Do I think you're gonna destroy this next turn? This is what, turn 3 now, I think?
That
Or
sounds right.
I don't think you get rid of it yet, because it's not even game. That's fine. Go ahead. Oh, I guess I've been counting the turns. I kind of forgot we could do that. There's a turn number right next to us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is 3,000, 4,000 maybe.
The burb.
The burp's here.
He doing the
Killing.
lock.
He doesn't need to do the 500 extra.
I can't. Insect barrier.
That was an insect? Oh, that's funny.
Scarabs? Yeah, so it's a bug.
I guess I just think that most things that flip are like rocks. That's a rocks in our deck, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should have suspected you were playing Raigeki Break
Well, yeah.
Monster. There we
It's
go.
like the best spell trap removal I have right now.
Yeah, which is fair. Well, that kind of sucks. We'll go turn. The auto lock is real.
It is real. The One Piece is
If I don't have a,
real.
I was gonna say if I don't have a way to get rid of this wave motion cannon, you just hit me for wave motion for like what,
Well, I'm
7?
assuming if you had one, you would have done it already.
Yeah. Well, I can't draw, so
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. The Yada lock
this would be 5,000, I think.
sounds right.
Because you played yours. We're gonna go monster. Okay. I mean, I can get you for a little bit. That won't be enough.
That's not gonna be
I
fast
can't draw.
enough.
I don't know why I keep on saying that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you don't have
Yeah.
anything now, you're not gonna have anything.
Oh, that's annoying.
It's very annoying.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the Yada lock. It's doing its thing.
Kaka, my sweet boy.
This is 6,000 during your turn. Or I think it's 6,000.
It is 6,000. Yes. I don't really need to do anything. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can just skip my turn. I like to think it does something. I guess I can still ping a little bit of damage. Just the monster. Okay, change of heart. When I get my monster out, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll end my turn. Nothing else to do.
Yeah, we're gaming.
Exciting.
I'm excited.
Oh, I'm not dead yet.
What about now?
Oh yeah. Now, I guess it makes sense because I was reading the card too. I had a card on the field, barrel behind the door. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated that would inflict damage to you, your opponent takes the damage instead. But it's not that it's activated since it's already activated on the field.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate because it works for certain cards, but not when they're continuously face up. I was like, I thought I had you just as like a quick knockback, just to kill you
That would
dead,
have been
but
pretty sweet, honestly,
it
getting
would have
barrel
been really
behind the
awesome.
door.
Yeah, when I was
Not
Yada
expected
locked.
that.
But I know that's the great thing about it, barrel behind the door. But
But it's not that great
card was already
after all.
yeah, it was already activated, so it missed the time, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, sometimes we just get to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have like constructed Pac-Man or anything, but we're running like a diet version of the deck.
Yeah, I didn't have good constructed Pac-Man either. But when you're asked, are you
Um,
running Pac-Man? The answer is yes.
I'm gonna pick rock. Okay, whew, no misclick for me. Standby phase. Uh-huh. Um, Let's look at real locusts. And now a locust of my own. Yeah, we'll just flip our boy back down. Go ahead. Carson, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I guess I was just muted.
This thing's
But
muted all the goddamn time.
yeah. Well, you don't want to hear me fill up this pot again.
Don't tell me what I want.
I didn't really like you doing that though. I gotta say,
I kind
kind
of
of
liked it.
sucked.
It was kind of cool.
I kind of didn't like it.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Five hits, that's funny. Or I guess four, because one of them goes to your hand. That's pretty decent.
Um, I guess that's all I get to do.
Wow, this feels pretty good.
Wow. Okay.
Um, yeah, let's just pop. We'll pop which.
Thanks, dude.
Alright, no worries, man.
Um, Look at this guy.
We're doing the Pac-Man thing. Go ahead.
Um, guess we'll start with this.
I don't know why it wouldn't let me activate this. It's kind of annoying.
You're not allowed to.
Is it like a counter?
No,
I
it's
don't think you
something
can.
else.
Is it a spell?
No, you wouldn't get
That's
it,
probably
right?
why then. I guess I want to get it. Nice. Nice. It's a
Yeah,
whole turn
Jinzo
of the
might
game.
just end this game.
Jinzo, it's a broken card much?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Quite all right.
One of those I think we all know that wins games consistently and nobody wants to ban it. So we all have one.
I don't mind banning it, but
Something like
I
that.
haven't got a ban. If I got a ban, it would go for one of your floodgates. I can tell you that. Jinzo's not my number one priority. I don't want to play under fucking Kaiser Coliseum or some cancer like that.
Yeah, I saw that Kaiser was not limited even after a week of being released. It's like, oh, we're running as many of these as we can.
You're the worst.
Well, when you have Ojama Trio, it's just the perfect time. And ground collapse, come on. I'm curious what the card you were trying to play was.
I had Mask of Restrict face down. I was hoping I could activate that in his standby, but it wouldn't let me.
Hmm. I see. I see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why sometimes you can activate certain traps when you can't other times.
Yeah, if I didn't know, if I knew that I couldn't use it during standby, I wouldn't have popped the Witch. I would have popped Tomato instead. So, bit of a misplay there. Oh well.
Sure, sure.
So
This is still
my
game
bad.
one, right?
Yeah, it's still game one.
Mhm.
Oh well, that does something.
It's gonna do enough.
Oh man, he's with the Exile the
My win
Force
con, man.
in full motion. You now activate his trap cards.
Uh, yeah, we're just gonna throw that up right away.
You know, notably, Master Restrict actually gets around Lava Golem because I have to tribute your cards to put him on the field,
That's true.
even though he's a special summon monster. So it's very interesting there.
Regrettably, that's all we have. Yeah, we already normaled.
Now, does he have game here? Probably not.
I don't know, dude.
Let's see. What's the little
40.
sneaky? What's the face down that Toten's holding? Probably like a
Who
magic
knows?
force or something.
Let's see if we can't just get in there and do it.
Don't
He's
do
not
it to him,
worried about
Tobin.
the
Don't do
1-0.
it to him.
I'm gonna do it to him. I got the Magic Force.
Oh
He's got a magic
no.
force.
He's drawing 3 additional cards from his deck.
Uh-huh.
Carr said, I'm sorry, buddy, but it's game over now.
Shit. All right, I guess I'll just concede.
Um, might be the right move.
All right. He's doing a little reset.
Do a little bit of
The
locking.
Let's do
Yada
one of
lock.
these.
Yeah. You might as well concede now. You're the card you have, unless it can win right here, right now, or next turn, it's game over.
Oh, don't
Oh
Oh,
worry.
never mind. It
no.
doesn't win now. Yeah, it's game. He has you in what, a 16 turn clock? No. Is
Much
that
longer than that, but it is a
is that
lock.
80?
There, I mean, you
No,
have no
it's
cards. There's nothing you can do. I can just keep normal summoning this asshole and just lock you out of the game.
yeah.
All right.
There's a no, it's not.
GGG. Thought that I was. I mean, I was in a commanding position. I thought that I just kind of threw, but thankfully we came back.
Yeah. 40 turn clock to kill you dead, but
Told you,
hey,
Exiled Force is my win con, dude.
it wins games. So far, 2 weeks in a
Mhm.
row. Oh yeah, he's gaming.
He's doing
We're
it.
gaming.
He's gaming.
He's able to play the Mystic Plasma. Oh, he missed it. He meant to play it. Just
Yeah,
imagine it's
yeah.
there.
Here's Fisher.
Oh,
It's there. Uh,
you hate to see
I
that,
didn't like
sports
that.
fans.
That wasn't cool.
What about this?
A lot of stuff.
He's got a second one. He pulled a lot of these Dark
Of
Blade
course, dude.
guys.
I
Yeah,
got play set
I think he got the playset. Yeah, it was a rare. He just managed to get all three.
Yeah, I only got one
I didn't get
Dark
any.
Blade. Hey, he also put only 6 packs in.
That's true.
You
I
got
mean,
like the
I
cards
did
that
put
mattered
more
though.
packs in later on, but yeah,
Oh,
the
did you?
first week I only did 6. I love Pac-Man. I love Pac-Man.
He does love his Pac-Man. That's why I was surprised that
Oh,
you didn't
to
like
blow
go a
my
lot
shit
into it
up.
the first time.
I did. I went 24. I even respawned to try and get more Pac-Man.
Not really. I guess I'm misremembering every other week.
Yeah, no, I love this strategy.
I think I was just thinking about that the other day about how it's weird that you didn't play Pac-Man the first week it came out. So I
I
feel like
didn't have like a full list. I mean, even this is like I said, like Diet Pac-Man, but it only like just now I've been able to play it. Let's go for a dust shoot.
did anybody pull the Sphinx?
Hated that.
Um, no, I didn't pull it. Wish I did.
I
This
don't think
deck
I
would be a
pulled.
lot cooler if I did.
Yeah, I think I thought about respinning just to get the Sphinx, but you
Nah, you
can't really
can't
respin an
respin for
ultra
an
rare.
ultra.
It's more high rolly than a secret rare, I'd say. There's only like one or two secrets, but there's like 8 ultras. What you need right now is an insect barrier, my dear friend Carson.
Yeah, yeah. That
It's
would
one card.
come in clutch.
Look at my little bug boys.
And
They're
I
good.
have a insect barrier, but I didn't put it in the stack.
Might be worth putting in the side. Of course, Locust just pops
Most
it, but
certain. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
how could you?
I can't make the same mistake again.
Let's see it. Let's see his response.
I mean, yeah,
It's
we're just
full.
This
Or
is the
magic.
Magic
gonna the
Force.
Magic Force.
Yeah, you're
Sometimes you just have it.
forced. Well, it's got
And then
it.
Tobin draws Yatagarasu, and he's gonna Yata lock you.
I don't even need it, man. I don't even need it.
He's just gonna get rid of your entire hand.
He's gonna do that.
It's Pac-Man, baby. No fun for you. Oh, I should have. I thought I had more turns on that. Oh well. Oopsie.
Well, I mean, with the combo, I think you have it.
I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, I love Pac-Man just because it's like the first like real control deck that you can play, and it's just like janky and fun to win with these little bugs.
Yeah.
We'll finish you off with the namesake himself.
Please finish me off.
GG's, GG's.
GG's.
Pac-Man gets there, baby. I love this deck.
Yeah, I did the thing.
Did do the thing.
Can you make the Pac-Man sound though?
I don't know what he sounds like.
Well, you did it for me. The munching noise. There it is.
That's what he
Oh,
does.
perfect.
Oh,
That's
cool.
what you did for me.
Well, I didn't know that's what Pac-Man sounds like.
Yeah,
I-
it's like ow ow ow. You know, but it's like munching sound.
Sure, sure.
I've never associated that as a munching sound.
Oh, it's the like
Um,
the arcade game.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Gosh, you zoomer?
Yeah, I'm a zoomer. I just don't get it.
Gen Z in action.
This
All
guy
right.
doesn't understand the OG Pac-Man
No, he
lore.
doesn't even know about. Probably doesn't even know what color the ghosts are or what their names are.
Oh,
Definitely not Blanky.
Okay, he knows one.
I don't know. That was just a wild guess. I looked at a list of names that begin with the letter P.
Yeah, I think
Out
the
of the
ghosts
blue.
are like Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Stinky or some shit like that.
I think the fourth one is a normal name,
Just
like
Bob.
John or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, well, I mean, you saw what I was on. Just playing a little Pac-Man control, just a lot of one-for-one trades and like preventing you from having resources, basically. Just like trying to lock you down. Aaron, was your WinCon final countdown, or were you doing like a burn thing? I saw Poison of the Old Man out of you, and like,
Yeah, so my deck it's only running 9 monsters. It's because there's not really a lot of good monsters. Like I'm not trying to like win through a battle damage. Jinzo's there, Spellcancer's there, Lava Golem's there. The rest of it, Cyberjar to kind of bring in some other guys just to be annoying. Spirit Reaper doesn't need to be face down. It can just be face up in defense. Magical Scientist there to do his thing, and then Princess Sarugi ideally is face down, but I think Cyberjar puts it face down anyway. I'm playing Dark Snake Sin. I'm just playing like partly burn, partly just stall, and then I running 2 wave motion cannons, final countdown. Ring of Destruction with a combo of barrel behind the door. I thought thinking it was going to work for wave motion. Now I know it doesn't, but it is a counter against your Ring of Destruction if I have it face down.
sure, sure.
which is nice. It just means you take double the damage and I take nothing. But it is, a very situational one for exactly one card, as I can think of right now, other than like very niche, like 700 damage or something. So yeah, it's just basically trying to use as many stall cards, as many floodgate cards, just to stall out turns for Final Countdown and or Wave Motion Cannon, or just annoying things, just like Ominous Fortune Telling, the trio of the Ground Collapse, but nothing too crazy. I was gonna run a full Archfiend deck, and then as I started putting the cards in,
I was gonna do that too if I pulled well for Archfiends, just to
right,
throw. I was gonna do it.
I did not pull anything higher than rare to Archfiends,
I
and I started
got
reading these cards.
I got Terror King Archfiend, but I only got one copy of Pandemonium, and then
Oh,
I
I
think
got 5.
I got one Bishop. I was like, this is nothing. Like I need a
Yeah.
Queen for sure, and like multiples of the rares ideally, multiple Pandemoniums for sure, because if that card goes away, the deck fucking blows.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had enough to make the deck like feel good, except no boss monsters. And I was like, I don't. They have to be targeted for them to do their other effects, and who's targeting monsters?
me,
Like
me,
at
me, me, me.
this moment in time,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't worth it. And I was like, I'm not putting in these guys who are like my highest attacker is 2,000. No, like
Man, my
this
highest
me that.
attacker's 1,000.
Yeah, but you have cool effects with yours. The other ones
Yeah.
are conditional.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Archfiends are really bad, but I
Hmm.
told myself if I pulled enough of them, I would play the deck just to mix it up a little bit.
Same, but they just did not look good.
Yeah.
I looked at the deck. I was like, I can't play this. I would.
Yeah, I'm playing Floodgates in this deck. I have I'm running 3 Gravity Bind and Messenger of Peace and Ordeal and Fairy Box and all that bullshit. No Kaiser. But they're really just there to prevent my Pac-Man monsters from getting attacked for a turn or two. Because I'm still playing a pretty aggressive deck. I'm aiming to chip in damage every turn, and I'm not just sitting on my guys. They're doing stuff, baby.
Yeah, I realized when I was looking through, I don't have a single Gravity Bind. Not that I need it, but I realized that's like the one floodgate I never
That's a
actually
big
got.
reason why I didn't play Pac-Man originally, because I also had 0 copies. I had to double back and pick some up.
Right.
I was lucky enough to get a playset in 12 packs when I dipped back
Yeah,
into Pharaoh's Servant.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I also only got one Sakuretsu, which really hurts.
I got a playset.
Yeah, when I was looking through, I was looking on my cards. I'm like, oh, these are cool. I'm like, how many Sakuretsu did I get? One.
I
It's
think
better than
Sakuretsu
none.
is the only good thing I got from that set. Dark Crisis fucking blows, dude.
You didn't get what is it? The Skill Tree?
I got Skill Drain too, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
That's not a card that I'm running anytime soon.
No, but it's good to have now instead of when it like almost never reprints ever until like
Yeah, it's good to have in the
2015.
collection. Carson, tell us about your deck. Were you playing the same dark deck that you were playing last week? I assume you just trimmed some of the fat off of it.
Basically, yeah, just trim the fat. Decided to go just for that Dark Blade guy and his little Union monsters. And just typical Dark Attribute deck stuff.
Sure.
Nothing too inspired just yet.
Well, we'll see if next set changes anything, because there's a lot of goodies in Invasion of Chaos. How did your Dark Crisis pulls go? Did you full commit to the set?
Yeah, and it went terribly, and it went so bad where I'm like, man, maybe I just respin or use my redoer ticket on this because I really got nothing. I got no secret rares or super rares or any of those. I got 3, and it's man, this sucked. Maybe I should just use this ticket. And I was looking through the deck or looking through the set. It's maybe not. Maybe I'll just hold on to that for a little bit.
I did get one secret rare. I picked up a Judgment of Anubis, which
I think you
I
both
did
have a
as
Judgment.
well.
maybe that matters. You said you did get that, Carson, or no?
Yeah,
Yeah, because that was the one that you put back to your hand and had to make him pitch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I got one of those. That's not a good card, but it can matter.
Nothing.
It can matter.
Yeah.
I also picked up a Dark Flare Knight, but I didn't get Mirage Knight. Not that I would ever play those cards, but I mean, Dark Flare Knight is a magical scientist target, so like I
Yeah,
guess if I got Mirage Knight, I would put it in the deck just as like a one-of brick that maybe matters if I use magical scientist.
right. It's yeah, it's definitely one of those cards where it's like if you get Mirage Knight, useless, but if you get Dark Flare Knight, it's useful because it's still a card nonetheless. But
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mirage Knight is
it's a
like
body that can't be destroyed by battle. Not that that matters if you're magical scientisting it out on your turn, but or no, it can be destroyed.
no,
You take no
yeah,
battle damage. That's what it is.
that's right. Yeah, and then the Mirage Knight is there only for that turn. I think if he
Yeah.
attacks or get attacked.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it would be fine if I had Mirage Knight, I guess, just so that like the body that scientist makes like sticks around past end of turn, because it'll just float
Right.
into a different body and it won't get put back to extra deck. So like,
We don't have any fusions that can't be destroyed by card effect yet, do we? Or I guess it's not being destroyed, it's being returned.
yeah,
Or
it's
maybe
being
unaffected
returned.
by
It's
card effect
Instant
yet?
Fusion's the one that destroys. We don't have that yet.
Okay, okay.
Um, but yeah, I think that the judgment's really. I did get two Tsukiyomi, so that felt really good. I got two Tsukiyomi and a playset of Sakuretsu, one skill drain. Those are like the only good cards in the set, so I got off
Yeah,
well
yeah,
enough from Dark Crisis.
sure. Fair enough.
All right.
Well, you have a nice night.
Yeah, hey, you too. Good games, boys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yep. See you then.
For sure.
Bye.
Later.
That is going to wrap us up here for another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Circuit. If you stayed all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. You are very appreciated. Go ahead and give a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and stay tuned next Wednesday for the next episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Circuit. Bye.